Stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips every night live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, you know, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. You know, there's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips every night live. Check.
Lifestyle, rated M for mature. Hosted by Damian Phillips, it's informative, provocative, and unconventional. Hosted by Damian Phillips, Lifestyle.
You don't know what you do when you do it to me. I can't save it from yourself, but I could offer you a new start. And I can't take away your bliss, but I could bite the lips of your broken heart. To take you out and show you what my love can do. Do you want to go to heaven with my arms around you? You take my breath away if only you would say.
Listening to DP.
DP, one more time, please.
I can't save it from yourself, but I could offer you a new start. And I can't take away your bliss, but I could bite the lips of your broken heart. Do you want me to take you out and show you what my love can do? Do you want to go to heaven with my arms around you? You take my breath away if only
DJ.
Now I don't like you, make it one like you. I wouldn't let you, baby, ever, even if I could. You never do the front, you make me wanna hunt. And you put it blood till you got the truth. I got the truth. I sing this song just to prove I wanna have you, baby. I want every part of you. The good, bad, all that is new. Give me what I say, give me what I do.
Sound like wedding vows, right?
Take you home, show you what
My love can do. Voice of the one to Sanchez. Of course, made the entire Jamaica and the West Indies extremely proud. That year in The Voice or on The Voice. Yeah, my girl, big up Maria Tar. So let me say good evening or great evening to each and everyone. Yeah, me I got copyright that in me I thief it and copyright it in a fab. Me I got thief it and copyright it. So I want to say good evening and thanks for logging on. Thanks for locking in. See somebody waving at me. Can't recall seeing this individual on Lifestyle one night. So let me say good evening to Keisha and Coleman Elliston. Big up yourself. Thanks for logging in. Thanks for being here. So the question I'm asking, what would you do if a judge ordered that you stayed in a loveless marriage? What would you do? And I saw this yesterday. In fact, that is the story I wanted to do. And I don't know what it happened. I couldn't find it or something to that effect. But the BBC actually reported it first. And they say until 2020, I think. Somewhere near there. So 2020, so that would be what? 2 years from now. So of course, the Observer, them have this style where, this was sense something. I don't remember now. Censor. I don't remember the word. But them just want to create this kind of thing. So their headline reads, and not the Observer, but Loop. Sorry, Loop is the one that does it. No, allow me to tell, it's not Loop. It's not Loop. So let me find it. I have too many things open up here. Was it the Gleaner? No. So alright, let me close this. I'll find it and then come back and tell you what I talk about. Alright. Voice of the one, Elaine. And of course she got baptized over the weekend. Yeah, congratulations, girl.
time is wasting. We were meant to love each other. Yeah. Whoa. Separation is the root of all.
Some know me an idiot. I guess I get so excited because I see a lot of persons logging in. So thanks. Anybody sharing the video, thank you here. Anybody inviting somebody, I want to say thanks to you. So of course it was the Observer. English court rules woman must stay in loveless marriage. And like I say, if I the same story them bring, it's for 2 years. She can't divorce. I never read it, so we're going to find out exactly what's that about. But Kim already said no, so that the judge must be mad. I wonder if I want man judge.
This would be
what a world, what a world.
when I see you and me. We are dying, bodies lying in the street. From the silence, unmarked graves are crying out for peace. Whoa. If I turn my back and walk away, say that's not me, so I'm okay. I fail, 'cause it goes on.
But is it a reality though? You have persons staying in loveless marriages, and if you don't have any relationship, because last night we looked at being celibate, right? If you don't have no activity like a couple, do you have a relationship?
this would be. Oh, what a world.
What a world this would be. So again, let me say great night, great evening to each and everyone locked in. I got copyright that. I am going to copyright that. What are we looking at this evening on early 16 minutes going up to the top of the hour? And I don't know why I was tricking myself and I said no, the wrong thing may I read, and it was the right thing. And of course it's the Observer, Thursday, July 26, 2018, and they say latest news that's on the top of it. English court rules woman must stay in loveless marriage. So that's what we are talking about this evening. And I've asked and I've sent out, let me check to see if nobody not sent me no voice note yet or answer the question in my WhatsApp group. So I am asking that what would you do if a judge rules that you must stay? You can't leave. You have to stay. You can't go nowhere. You can't go away. You have to. Boy, I want to hear all of these conditions, because I know if she just can't divorce, or is it that she have to there are some conditions. I don't know. So let's find out, shall we? London, United Kingdom, AFP lawyers called for an urgent reform of England's divorce laws on Wednesday after the Supreme Court ruled a woman must remain in a loveless marriage despite it having effectively ended. Teenie Owens, 68, filed for divorce from her husband, Hugh Owens, 80, in May 2015 after moving out of their shared home. A wealthy couple, they had been married since 1978 and have 2 adult children. She claimed it had become a loveless marriage and accused him of authoritarian and demanding behavior. So the 80-year-old man had demand stuff to the point that she could not reasonably be expected to stay with him. He denied the claims and suggested she wanted a divorce because she had an affair or was bored. Now again, she's 68, this man is 80. Last night we looked at it. Was it last night we looked at the age difference thingy? Was it last night? I think it is. The night before I remember that happened a lot of times. But I know one of the nights we looked at age difference. Maybe it was night before last night. Last night was about being celibate. Yes, remember now. Dear man, what happened to your head this evening? So she's 68 years old and this man is 80. So the man is saying I blame him and I say something, but the reality is she has an affair, or she's just bored. So you see what I tell about, guys? This is what a 12 years difference, This is a 12 years difference. So the 68-year-old man good at, anyway, let me leave that alone. So he denied the claims and suggested she wanted a divorce because she had an affair or was bored. A lower court ruled that the marriage had broken down, but dismissed as flimsy the example Mistress Owens used or her husband's conduct, which would have allowed her to use the unreasonable behavior test for divorce. Supreme Court Judge Nicholas Wilson said the case raised uneasy feelings, but upheld the decision to deny the divorce, which had already won support at the Court of Appeal. Interesting quote. The appeal of Mistress Owens must be dismissed. She must remain married to Mr. Owens for the time being, he said in a written ruling. By 2020, 5 years will have elapsed since they began living apart, putting an end to the marriage on the grounds of separation. But the judge added, Parliament, quote, Parliament may wish to consider whether to replace a law which denies Mistress Owen any present entitlement to a divorce in the above circumstances, end of quote. Another judge, Court President Brenda Hill, said it was a very troubling case, end of quote. And she had only, quote, reluctantly, end of quote, agreed to dismiss the appeal. So it was a female judge. Mistress Owens' lawyer said she was devastated by the decision, which means that she cannot move forward with her life. That means for the next younger man. Anyway, Nigel Shepherd from the Family Justice Organization resolution said there was no a divorce crisis. Quote, it is outrageous that Mistress Owens or anybody is forced to remain trapped in a marriage despite every judge involved in the case acknowledging it has come to an end in all but name, he said. He added, quote, it should not be for any husband or wife to prove blame as the law requires many to do. This is, whatever that word is, creates needless conflict and has to change. The law demands at least one of 5 grounds to prove a marriage has broken down. Grounds include separation, adultery, desertion, or if one person has behaved in such a way that their partner cannot be reasonably expected to live with them. That's it. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There you have it. So the court, the British court, is saying that, listen, up to the time, as me say, I did share it from the BBC as well, because obviously that must be some odd topic in a 2018. Good evening, Auntie. How you doing? Hope you're good. So that must be a big thing. So like I say, the BBC broke the news. I saw it there first, and then of course Loop loved the mix up, so Loop had to come share the story. Not Loop, Observer. Why I keep on mixing them up? Not Loop, people, not Loop. I did not get the story from Loop. I got the story from the Observer. So I'm asking. Good evening, each and everyone. I'm asking, what would you do if you were in this situation? But you see, I tell people, the law is the law. And the only way a law can change is if the legislators go and make the change. And I wouldn't say this can happen in Jamaica, because as you all know, we get our law thing from England. Them a same kind of law we practice like England, right? So a ruling like this can be possible in Jamaica. So some people might say, no sir, that can't be foolishness. But you see, again, I tell people some things will happen because I don't know. By law it may happen like that in Jamaica, but this is it. And when I talk sometime, because me not study nothing, people don't want to believe me. This is why I tell people, unlike in America where I don't even know how to put it, talk and boast about or talk strongly about marital rape, in as gone to the British law, and the same thing we're practicing in the Caribbean and in Jamaica. It is very difficult. Now, how you're going to prove? You go to the police station one night and you say your husband raped you. The police look by your Carriga hospital, and him not see no mark, him not see no cut, him not see no bruise, him not see nothing we suggest. Because I always tell people, say, rape is not just penetration. And that alone a rape. You understand? Rape constitute a lot of stuff. The whole force and the yeah. So, if the doctor check and all him see is regular, whichever area I want to choose to use, there is sign that some form of intercourse took place, they can't just rule that as say yes, it was rape. I mean, I say two people live together. Now, for you to prove that, it have to be a case where it is known that one is separated. So in this case, they have been separated, but I know 5 years yet. So there's even a time to it to say. And I learned this too from one policeman. I know how true it is. That some people are say, if you not sign the divorce, not no go so. The same time lapse things apply. Right? So if you're separated from your spouse and it is known, you have two different address, you no do nothing together, the bank account you no have jointly, you cut that up and who forget what get and whatever, you no do nothing together, you have adult kids and all of these things. If that is proven now, based on what the law is saying, then you can get your divorce. But until then, but what I thought it was going to go along the line to say, well, this man need her now more than ever because he's 80. Not to say that 80-year-old man fimbles and whatever, because how old is the president again? But yeah, so me I say, it kind of one way, and this is why I say even with the age different thing, because we're not talking about 5 years or 6 years, this is 12 years difference. And to me, maybe I'm wrong, but it's nothing but this woman, she not even reached 70 yet. So she in her prime, and poor little man there gonna have problems standing in an erected position. So, and she's like, instead of fear cheat pan him or whatever, but as well me just, move on with my life. That is the argument that her lawyer is putting forward. So for those of you just joining, I'm going to read the story again for the benefit of you, and you can comment at any time. My number is scrolling right above my head, so you can call me, and I do accept WhatsApp calls, not only voice notes, which you can do, or text, and my WhatsApp number is 614-373-7350, 614-373-7350, or you can call me straight if you're in America, 614-602-2962. That's 614-602-2962. Call me, we can have the discussion.
Time is wasting. We were meant to love each other. Yeah. Whoa. Separation is the root of all our problems. Whoa. If I hurt you, then I hurt myself. Hate you, then I hate myself. If I kill you, I kill me. But if I love you like I love me, and if I treat you like I treat me, oh, what a world this would be. Oh, what a world when I see you are me. We are dying, bodies lying in the street. Yeah. From the silence, unmarked graves are crying out for peace. Whoa. If I turn my back and walk away, say that's not me, so I'm okay, I fail, 'cause it goes on and on again. But if I love you like I love me, and if I treat you like I treat me, oh, what a world this would be. Oh, what a world when I see you are me and I am you. One blood, one spirit, one world we live in, and we could be the change we need.
Fably said the devil is a thief. Normally I hear the devil is a liar. Fab said DP, the devil is a thief. I wouldn't stay. No, but the thing is, I remember make a song done and then me talk. Guys, continue to send your thoughts on this topic. What would you do if the judge order rule that you can't get your divorce? I mean, I say, well, and I judge up your feet. I'm most. You are me, and the reason why I'm playing that song, may I say, so well I know, when you make such a choice now, is your happiness or is my happiness? But how does that even benefit the man? I don't get it. See them all talking about entitlement and all of these things. I don't know. I wonder if that go work in her favor, although the story say they're both wealthy, married for over 40 years. So I don't know. So that means she got married when she was 28, because she's now 68, married for over 40 years, and the man was 40. So you see, again, it come back to the age difference. I talk about, you know, don't it? Look at it. I think the age difference is apparent when it's younger and then extremely older, or extremely young and then extremely old. Because a 28-year-old getting involved with a 40-year-old, that don't look no way, don't it? That look quite normal. That is okay. You know, that's just 12 years apart. I mean, there are 18-year-olds getting involved with 40 and 50-year-old man. So a 28-year-old female now, she's like, yeah man, almost reached 30, blah 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 blah, can't start her life, something. And her husband 40, and them think everything good. No, they were married for 40 years, and at the end of this 40 years now, the wife is saying, listen, I want out. I don't want to be in this anymore. What would you do? That's the question I'm asking. What would you do if a judge made a ruling as saying that you have to stay in the relationship? So I know some people just logging on, so I am going to go to read the entire story again, because it's short, it's not that long, for us to get a better understanding and for you to be more informed, so you can comment or just share your views. Remember that this show is all about thing in me feel, so that's why some people now want comment, like them I say next time I'm gonna say something deep in I agree with me, because I see them deal with people on him page and I'm just done them once in a believe in it, like something on my post yesterday, and this has nothing to do with our topic, but I posted and I get some response, and may I say, you know, sir, because people now think this through. Now the question was, I posted yesterday, which is better, when an employer likes an employee or the employee likes the employer? So this young lady say, it don't make no difference. She not like, she say, first she say it don't make no difference. Me say yes it does. She said no, because she don't like, and she add another aspect to it, which may I say make this very interesting. She said she don't like her boss and she don't even like her job. However, she's the top performer. Now when I think about that, or when I hear that, I think about a class, because if you have a low performing class, the average is way below average, way below par, you're still going to have one first place person, you know. And you still, I gotta have somebody who come last, even in a classroom where, as me say, have some low grade people in it, you gain have a first place. It's just like when them have Olympics and them have the slowest race. You still have a fastest person in the slowest race. So may I say, you can imagine what the rest of people do. No, I don't need no psychologist to tell me this. If you don't like your job, let's start with the job thing first. If you don't like your job, there's no way you're going to be effective on the job and putting in 100% all the time. No, because you don't like it. So the more you think about how much you don't like this and all of these things, this is why you have some many persons, they are at work, but you see them on social media like say a customer care service them I provide, because they're not really in a way them do. If you really love something and you do it, you just do it. Look, you know, many persons the other day I did send out a thing to say, the more you watch the time, I slow the time I go going out. You die your work, just focus on your job and get it done, and you're frightened to see how fast the time run. And people say yes. Another thing is too, your boss. If you don't like your boss, you're going to feel like, listen, it's dreaded. To me, I wanna don't know me liking everything to sex. To me, don't liking your boss is like you're there with one man and you have sex with him, but you don't like him, you can't stand him. So you do it out of obligation, but you not do it out of one sense of purpose, kind of. You know what I say? It's like when you have to cook the food or whatever, and you know, say, me can't stand the man in or something, maybe just feel spit in it and something the way you discuss. Yeah, and that mindset they are gonna have. So guess what? Monday mornings are the worst for you because you just can't stand to get up out of your bed and you barely reach time, or you're gonna find all of the excuse them for want to take day off. In America, them have this thing called PTO, personal time off. So you're gonna want to use them all when you don't really need to use them, and you get the point of me, I say. So now maybe some persons are taking this like thing kind of different or to another level, which when me say like, me never say love or want, me say like. And I just think if you have a harmonious relationship with your boss, supervisor, whatever, everything good, any department, everybody depend on a good level and everybody crisp and nice and all of these things, then you know say the work they up there. You understand? So if the boss like you and you not like the boss, only some little perks that I go get you. Maybe some little, you know, I don't know. Maybe get your promotion. I don't know. You know, if the boss like you and you don't like him. But if you like the boss, then I think, and maybe some people will say yes, that not make no sense to me. I say, but you see, because I've been on the both side of the spectrum, I know what it is. Yes, me work for people, and yes, I've been, you know, my own boss or people boss. People work for me, work with me, such like. So I know that the relationships that I have and the work level and stuff I have with people who me know rate me. Say a man to man, you know, I say like people rate me. You can see the difference. Like they go above and beyond. You get what I mean? I say. So I think it is very beneficiary to a company, to a business, to whatever, if it's not like you can't do anything to make people like you either. That is beside the point. So like I said, maybe they're pushing it because I think two persons commented on it. They're pushing it to say like as in want to be involved with. No, that is not what I talk about. I talk about have a genuine respect or ratings for the person. If your boss is such a good person and you rate them and you respect them, you're going to want to do your all, and as I say, you're going to go above and beyond. But if you're just there for the paycheck, you're actually hurting yourself. You're going to get toxic because I mean, know people in a job, and me say job relationship is like the same thing. You're at a place and you're uncomfortable and think, but yeah, so I can't wait till better come. This is why I have so many women, or them really break off or run, or them run come a foreign, them go up on program. I mean, I chat about the business, me just say. Then go up on program and then left and just say, you know what, eat that car. Then they were the man for how much years. Them not see no progress a go on. Then not see like the man plan to get married to them. Then none of them decide right now a stagnant water this. That is exactly the place where some people they were come on to job. They're not doing something that they like, so they dread it. But guess what? Them want that money. As me say, it happen in relationships or it happen in sexual arrangement where them can't stand the man, them disgusted, blah 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 blah. But guess what? This man is the man paying the rent and the water rate and the bills and all the things. So enough of that. Enough of that. So the question is, again, for those of you just joining as I'm about to read the story, what would you do if a judge ordered that you had to stay in your marriage for at least 2 more years? You can't divorce, go to court appeal and all of these things. What would you do? You can call me, you can text me, you can send your voice notes, anything you want to do. Prem say, I don't think, let me see if, okay. Me need to learn how to use the phone. Because every time I drop down the message, the emojis them come up. Alright, let me see if the computer bringing it and don't show the entire message. But I have this thing from the other day where I'm not seeing all the messages on my computer screen. Okay, it is here. Prem say, I don't think nobody has the right to tell you to stay with bullcrap, just like that judge can't say you must marry that woman. Right, so this is it, and this is what I wanted to highlight. Thanks for sharing that. The judge did not say they had to stay together because she already moved out. What did the judge say? Them not grant her no divorce yet because her reasons do not fit in the 5 what you call it now, whatever them have it, I'm going to read it again, you will hear it don't fit within them thing, none of them, no. It's just like, and I'm listening to this now and it brings me back to the Bible, and this is why, you know, the Bible not really have no effective place anymore, because we all say either too stringent or it's foolishness or whatever, because like it was like that back in the day. You couldn't just get up and say, you know what, me not like her no more, me not like him no more, so divorce. I mean, it used to be like that in the Moses time, but then Jesus has said, no, you can't just put away just so. You know what I mean? I say it has to be a good reason, you know, adultery or something like that. Or you reach a place where you just feel like you cannot, as even the law say, it's unbearable. The person is so disgusting that you cannot live with them anymore, beyond a point of living reasonable with the person. So I don't want to be misleading if I have been. That is not my intention. Put on your glasses. My glasses the upstairs. I'm not able to go for. I don't want to be misleading, because it's not like the judge made a ruling that, listen, you cannot leave the man. This is not like them say you cannot move out of the matrimonial home. A matter of fact, in 2 years' time, she will reach the mark as the first. This was brought to the court 2015. So in 2 years' time, that will prove the length of separation. You understand what I say? So it's just like I always tell people casually. You may just meet a girl and I say, yo, you have a man? No, we break up. I say, how long? 2 weeks ago. No, you're not break up. 2 months. No, you're not break up. Break up to me if it come one period of years, which me not even know as I say. But that is what it is. You can't just, and look how much time you tell one man that you don't move out close. I don't know if you have people. I know people, maybe you're not brave enough to admit it. But me know people left for much time and big cuss fight, dash your clothes, burn up, sitting, mash up, and then after getting back and all of these things. So that's what the judge is saying. In 5 years' time, then it would be a different case. So let me read this thing, and I'm going to try not to squint as hard as I was. So yeah, sorry. See, as I always tell people, I really prefer radio than TV, because TV, everybody see everything. Radio know whether they are a squint and nobody knows them they are squint, but yeah. So this is it. English court rules woman must stay in loveless marriage. Wednesday, July 25, 2018. It was yesterday. London, United Kingdom, AFP lawyers called for urgent reform of England's divorce laws on Wednesday after Supreme Court ruled a woman must remain in a loveless marriage despite it having effectively ended. Teenie Owens, 68, filed for divorce from her husband, Hugh Owens, 80, in May 2015 after moving out of their shared home. A wealthy couple, they had been married since 1978 and have two adult children. She claimed it had become a loveless marriage and accused him of authoritarian and demeaning behavior to the point that she could not reasonably be expected to stay with him. He denied the claims and suggested she wanted a divorce because she had an affair or was bored. So spice up the thing, man. A lower court ruled that the marriage had broken down, but dismisses as flimsy the examples Mistress Owens used of her husband's conduct, which would have allowed her to use the unreasonable behavior test for divorce. So that is part of it. You can have an unreasonable test to say no, I'm not reasonable. So that can be a point. Supreme Court Judge Nicholas Wilson said the case raised uneasy feelings, but upheld the decision to deny the divorce, which had already won support of the Court of Appeal. Quote, the appeal of Mistress Owens must be dismissed. She must remain married to Mr. Owens for the time being, end of quote, he said in a written ruling. By 2020, 5 years will have elapsed since they began living apart, putting an end to the marriage on the grounds of separation. So what the court is saying, 5 years is a reasonable time to say they have separated. So I come back to what me and say is if me meet somebody and him say yes, 4 months now, me and my man left, I think no, we not left yet because we not reach the figure what me say. So as gone to England law, 5 years is the reasonable time to say yes, we are no longer together, we have separated. So in 2 years time, she can use that. Prem say, I think the judge's I think the judge is lonely. Stay out of the people in bed. All right. The judge added, quote, Parliament may wish to consider whether to replace a law which denies Mistress Owens any present entitlement to a divorce in the above circumstances. So marriage a serious something. So Parliament need to say whether Mrs. Owens can legitimately be divorced before 2 years time. So if Parliament not say nothing, it shall remain like that. Another judge, and me say all of them something, just all going up at another judge, Court President Brenda Hill, said it was a very troubling case, and that's a quote, very troubling case, and she had only reluctantly agreed to dismiss the appeal. So she never really want to dismiss it, but I guess based on the principle of the law, she had to do likewise. So as she say, she reluctantly agreed to dismiss the appeal. So a male judge first say no, Nicholas, whatever him name up so, and no, a female judge say no. So at least right there, so we can't say no gender bias nothing. Because if I did man, would I say man wickedy? Why you want to do man suffer from blah 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 whatever. Mistress Owens' lawyer said she was devastated by the decision, which means that she cannot move forward with her life. And to me, the move forward with her life mean figure straight out there with her man and legally have everything, maybe get married to him, and maybe him even younger. So I got that 40-year-old man she got there with now, because my mama did them story already, where yeah, the 40-year-old man can do all what the 80-year-old man can do. So, and maybe more, as him admit, maybe she's bored, maybe there are things that he need to do to spice up. But maybe people just grow out of love too. People tend to do that. You know, back in the day, that was like a normal thing. Like, you know, you're there with this mighty, and females that I always hear say this, oh, I don't want my sex count to go up, blah, 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 whatever, you know, much man, no more, I keep on them, and then them staying and end up being uncomfortable, and then somebody kills somebody and whatever. Nigel Shepherd from the Family Justice Organization resolution said there was no a divorce crisis. There was no a divorce crisis. Quote, it is outrageous that Mistress Owens or anybody is forced to remain trapped in a marriage despite every judge involved in the case acknowledging it has come to an end in all but name, he said. He added, it should not be for any husband or wife to prove blame as the law requires many to do. So this hierarchy creates needless conflict and has to change. So what the brother is saying, I may agree with him. They must say, how the whole thing set up is, they must say, you can't come to the court with no foolishness and say you want divorce, and is granted divorce. You know, you had to. That's why Rasta said church and state go together. Because, like me, I said, that is what the church really preaches. You know, go counseling, do stuff, blah 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 blah, whatever. You're not supposed to. Like me say, back in the day, a man used to just put away in Moses' days, just put away his wife for anything at all. You know, him she not iron him shirt or she not do something and him just decide say, yo, that's it. Him no want her no more. She go about her business. Fab say foolishness. What if out of frustration she hurt him, then what? But like I say, you know, she wouldn't have no reason or any basis of hurting him. I think the only thing is, which is her right, and I learned this after doing photographs at weddings and stuff. Even when a bride sign, even when the woman sign, she don't sign her name as mistress whatever. So in her case, she don't sign her name on the marriage certificate as Mistress Owen. She sign her name with her maiden name. And you choose if you want to use your maiden name or your married name. It's up to you. So you have persons who, as soon as they get married, they go and they change out everything, the passport, the driver's license, blah blah blah. I was explained to that the reason why most doctors just keep and nobody change nothing is because, you know, you get your masters, you get your diploma, you get your whatever in that name. You know, you go spend money if you change out all of them something to say whatever. So that is how the double barrel thing actually, you know, made its prominence, because you can just each and the man name and the name there, and if I not, you drop it off. You know what I say? And depending how powerful you are, because I've worked with some people before and everybody called the man the wife's name, and you want it get more interesting because that name that the wife ended up using was from a previous marriage. So say she did marry to somebody named Phillips, right? And now she married to a man named Brown. I have seen it, which even myself end up a call the man Mr. Phillips, because she is the dominant one. Everybody know that, she is the boss. She made that known. In other words, or for lack of a better expression, she wore the pants. So it was so funny. And then I tried it. I learned my name and I was trying to use it, but it just feel wrong because I go in and set in that ear everybody calling the man Mr. Phillips, Mr. Phillips. So I just think, but as I say, when it really struck me was when I found out that, listen, that name that everybody still call the woman and her current husband, that name is from a previous marriage. I'm like, ooh, yeah. So in this case, like I say, people don't get it wrong. The judge did not rule that she had to stay because they already separated 3 years ago. They have been separated for 3 years. She moved out 2015, applied for the divorce. It was turned down at a lower court. Then she appealed it this year, and the appeal also was reluctantly turned down by the female judge because they just have to go by the law. I mean, I say the law is the law. Like even right now, I know some people are saying cartel nothing come a road because of her. But be honest, if you were one of the jury, or say in the appeal part now it got to jury, would you really feel comfortable to say, well, although the cell phone that was supposed to be in custody as exhibit or whatever, although it made 3 separate calls, thing, and the text flow. So to me, I heard enough, and me post it long time say them a go walk free, because I heard enough that pointed out that, listen. So and let me go to another case. Not that I'm no liar or nothing. It's my opinion. Me I share. Me make sure I make that clear. Nobody go jump in on me DM and start tell me cuss me out, but me no know nothing about law. Make sure I say it. Me no know nothing about law. It's just like the case with the X6. Everybody remember that. And the man got prison, go do him how much months, and him come out back already. The only thing he have a criminal conviction because he was found guilty for not handing over the gun, but at least in walk out. Now it reached a stage where them say the only witness that the prosecutor had is wasn't cooperating with the prosecution and started become boisterous and whatever. So the only option was to dismiss the case, because what you gotta do, you have one witness, and for the whole years, how many years you have him and here say everything alright, and then now when the trial start, the man start say, yo, no sir, me never give no statement, or me know them care paper come give me self a sign. You can't carry on with that. That don't make sense. So the defense lawyer is going to ask for what you call it now, for just end the thing, throw it out. And what the judge can do, the judge can go say, some persons are arguing that them should have charged the man, them should deal with the crime for the gun when couldn't produce first, and then that could tie him to, no, it's two separate case. That failure to produce his gun is totally different from saying he was the murderer. So they didn't have enough to convict him on the murder case, and with the witness being boisterous or whatever the term them use, they had to throw it out. So as me say, law is just law, and we write it, is our forefathers wrote it, and them know where them put the thing. But me I say there's a correlation with even the Bible, because I really believe that at my stage and age now, I don't know if this come with my age kind of thing, but if my wife should do some things that I've seen my exes do or whatever, me I go look on it totally different. 20 years ago, some stuff when me would have just said no, not appreciating it, not taking it now, whatever, blah, 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 move on. But it's different. And like I say, that's marriage, as the pastor would tell you shouldn't going it unadvisedly. I do believe that there is a strict part of it, which somebody binding you into a contract. You have some people, I always say this is 3 things make you get to know somebody. I mean, normally say females, but I don't cuss me, so let me just say an individual. It's sex, marriage, and pregnancy. Like, you think you have the sweetest girlfriend until she get pregnant, then you realize, oh my goodness, not only that she changed sometime physically, but she changed mentally. Like, you can't say nothing, everything but her. And then you have some people just wicked and cruel and blame it on the pregnancy, because I've been around pregnant women and just me nice, and me not see no difference other than them face just fat up and maybe them like swell up, and yeah. So but some females use it like, yeah, So them can't tell you anything come out them mouth, blah, 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 whatever, nothing go so. But sex like same thing. You meet a girl, you like her, you're dating her, she wouldn't even burp in front of you, but after that, like everything just open, cut out, blah, 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 blah. But marriage, just me say, serious something. So I don't blame people who I see even together for years and they choose not to get married, because there's this notion that once you get married, then the person just can change. Just can change like that, which I don't know. It's just that when the person changes, you just have to accept it, because that's what you agreed to. For better, for richer, for what? For richer, for how you go? For richer, for poorer, for better, for whatever. I don't even remember. I just say I do when my marriage officer did say wife, and I think a lot of persons do that too. You know, it's not like you get the vow when you sit down and you look into it and you say, let me see what I really agree to. For better, for poorer, for richer, for health, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. That is a lie where some old people in about telling, because some people well I know say, I'm not into this till not damn death do us part. But may I say, in her case now, she was 28. The man was 40. That did look, she need a thing say, boy, you know, so one time going come with this man good, I can't stand to attention. You know. She need to look on him something there. But now, as the brother is, as now the man, big 80-year-old man, I say, is another affair she have. So, good at the next thing too, is good at the next man with this woman have a pressure. I say, yo, you need to break that off, cause and then, as me say, worse if him younger, you know, him good at say, yo, me want my name pants on something, so, for nothing, you can get this and get that and whatever. So where did it reach? Case acknowledged, blah blah blah. He added it should not be for us. I normally read that already. So final thing. The law demands, this is what I wanted to get at. The law demands at least one of 5 grounds to prove a marriage has broken down. Includes separation. That is what they talk. So she no move out 5 years yet, so that is not 3 years is not seen as separation. I think if you move to another country, that can help too. So they may look into that, and the years may not be that drastic to be 5. I'm not sure. I mean, you call them liar people, I'm not which I'm not sure I'm get them anyway. But I think if you leave like the country, you move it kind of shows that. So separation is one. Adultery is another one. Caught in the act, you can't assume or presume say the person have somebody else. You have to have proof, and I think in today's age it's very very easy to have proof, because you know you have some people them have ways to see your WhatsApp and your email and your text messages and all of these things. Desertion, I don't know what that is. I'm not able to look it up. Or if one person has behaved in such a way that their partner cannot be reasonably expected to live with them. So if the man just start lie, drink, just no business, you know, him no business about the bills, him left everything by you, I think them something that is very 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 unreasonable. So on those cases, but in this case she did not provide none of that. But what are the discussion that we're having? Are you people saying to me that, listen, if a man or a woman just get up and say I want out, that is what it should be, no question asked, no nothing? That's what we're saying, because me see whole people are bonfire upon the people them and the judge them and I say this and I say that. Is that what is that what we're saying? Say once you get up and you say me want a divorce, the judge not ask no question and just send on the sign up the papers. What are we saying, people? Talk to me. So Fab was asking what if out of frustration she end up doing something or hurt him, and I'm like, she don't have to see this man for nothing at all, because they already separated for 3 years. The only thing, as me say, she can get the paper saying yes, she is divorced. So if she sign up papers or whatever, maybe she put separated on it. Even in America, you're doing your taxes, you can file say married but separated, so you're still married if you haven't gotten a divorce, but you're separated. So they are indeed separated. It's just that the law just not looking at it as divorce. Yes, she could want to be out of the relationship, let her be. Prem says, I've been with the same man for 30 years, 3 kids. My sister has been married twice. So tell me, what's the big hype about being married? Me not understand the question. Cause you married for 30 years. I December come I gonna make 5. So me don't know what's the big hype about marriage. I guess this is why some people not doing it. Cause them I say if me can't just say me no want in this no more. Court I go tell me say no me can't left then. No DP. What that noise about? I don't know what that noise about. Me I look. Tell me. So about big up yourself, youths. Alright, so let me read a couple of the comments that I see here on the Observer's page. We have a minute to go before I say good night and bye and see you next week. Marriage/divorce has become joke. In the past, people tried their best to save their marriage. Nowadays, the courthouse is filled with people seeking to divorce. Something changed. Not sure what it is. To be clear, my view is not applicable to this case, as I don't know the circumstances and I don't make judgment on things I don't know. Alright, so you just did feel for waste people time and make a thing. CC say, but see my dying child dead with laugh, real madness. Felt Nasty says, stupid ruling. The court should stay out of people's private business. Damn. Nobody should be forced to stay in any marriage for any reason whatsoever. Just like a job or a car, if you don't enjoy it anymore, get rid of it. Damn. See, that is where the world reach. You know, me I say, so this is my thing now, and me say me that go refrain from saying it, but when me see them certain kind of people, you know, push for marriage is a sacred thing. Marriage is not just a car or whatever. You're tired of it, you step out of it. So why get married in the first place? You know, that is, so me I say, I never ever come down on nobody way, as me say them, I just question it to say, why would you be with a man for 30 years, they have 5 pitney, and you want to get married, but him not see the purpose in marriage? That to me not make no sense. You get me I say, so somebody need to cut somebody, but me I say, marriage is not a little slight thing like what this idiot just posts and say, oh, it's just like a job or a car, you know, comfortable, you just step out of it. So everything when me can comfortable, because you tell me say, me if you left the toilet seat down, so when you use it, you don't have to put it down, but when me want to use it, me feel lift it up, you need to left that. Like seriously? Wow. Our general not nice says them one should drive him crazy till him drop dead. Okay, so there's this person saying they want him stay and but I think this is the conflict. Some people read not to understand, they only read to reply. The judge did not say she have to stay in the house with the man. The judge did not rule that she has to stay in together with him. Them just say 2 more years and then she can say on the grounds of separation she want a divorce, which to me it's pretty easy. It's like clear cut. I don't see the thing, because the ruling did not say you have to stay with the man. You can't left the man. The judge did that order that move back into the matrimonial home, and then, no, that wasn't the ruling. Master, oh yeah, and the next person where it said point this about, oh, the judge need to stay out of the people thing or whatever, is them go to court. It's not the court come to them and call them and say, hold on, what is happening here? Why is she not living with her husband anymore? No, it's them go to the court. So the court are going to make a ruling now, and people are going to say, the court, when we read the thing from Observer, stupid ruling, the court should stay out of people's private business. To me, that's a dumb comment. I wouldn't make such a comment, because like me say again, it's like you go to one counselor. And when the counselor tell you whatever, you gotta be a man for those whoever do it. When you be a man tell you say, that's my dad do whatever, and this is what you need for the year, I say, my idiot. You go to him. So I think I gotta read no more. Oh no, I have 2 more comments. One here say, the Shylights marriage license. I wish that a marriage license was just like a driver's license that expires every 2 years with an option to hold just in case love doesn't grow cold. Grow cold. Okay, that's a song again, need to find it. Let's say you don't want him and he felt the same way too. How it would be all over and there be nothing anyone could do. If I could make a wish. Tune. Alright. Final comment here. This is the craziest I've ever heard. Guess they really believe in death do us part. They better be careful she don't take another avenue. So let me come to our page now and read what I have, and then me say good night. Mika, what's up, girl? Hey, Carol. Um. So, if he wants to go and you're going to ask question, but if he still want to go, then let him go. Okay. I want me miss mad people them that. Good night. That. Isn't that a song? Yes, Keisha, and it's so funny that I don't know it. I them say Shy Lights. I'm going to have to download it because yeah. But come to think of it, maybe that is should they stop this to death the worst part kind of, because honestly, this is what I think. I had a stranger. This is what I think. I do believe that this whole concept of marriage, the man-made part of it, it came into being because this protection for females. Because men used to do that. Back in the day, as you know, females weren't allowed to even get an education. So them they just see a man like one girl and he go to the father and him say, Mr. Brown, me interested in your daughter, blah 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 whatever. And then the next thing you know, you hear them say, wedding farm, and then go for wedding and blah blah blah, and the man just breed her up because contraceptives and all of these things never prevalent. The woman never have a choice to say no, because all of them something again the Bible tell us say your body don't belong to you, it belong to your husband. So you even have people who don't really believe in a God but them jump on them kind of argument there. So a woman, all she could have do is the man come him saying want some, boom, she just walk my leg, like no argument, no in it. Next thing she get two backs and thump and whatever, go back to your papa. And the whole social economy part of it have to that have a strong thing to play to, because like me say again, unlike now, and this is why I'm trying to get my female friends, people know me, I say yo, the greatest thing I feel spend your own money. I see this post several times and I like it. Good woman no grown and a look man will have things for give them. If you find a man and him have something, it's a plus. It's like icing on the cake, but you need to bake your own cake. You get what I say? So the women them now we are grown and I look that them man do something to whatever. So anyway, kind of go off tangent. So the point I make is them institute this whole thing with the marriage thing now as a protection for the woman. So that is what it is. It's no nothing for the man. There's no solid nothing about the man. Nothing. You understand? So it's for the woman to say, okay, after you've been, even common law, which they practice in Jamaica. If you live with one woman for 5 years, me say one time they may cut it down to 3 years. You live with the woman for 5 years and then you decide say you want to cut. You have to give her half or whatever you get during the time when that is another reason, and I think it's misguided why a lot of men choose not to get married to. And if them they with the woman and the woman no push feet them and say, well, this is a win-win thing. Cause guess what? Them just having at them head say once you get married, once you are split, you have to give her half of everything. And I think that's a selfish way of thinking. Say as some man I say, yeah, me know she really want to get married, but no, sir, me go left her, no, me have to give. I think a good man not even think about them something. If you reach a point where you have to left what? You breed the woman, you get her 3 picnic, and you have to go left now. You got to tell her, if you come out of the house, or you go bulldoze your half and left her in a half. And that don't make no sense. You get what I say? You go on with your business, man, because that's what real man do. Me hear buff cases, man give man bed and take it back, fridge and take it back. No. But you get her fine in the first place. So I'm saying again, this is why they came up with this marriage thing to protect females. To say, listen, you spend your time with the man, like in a fair case now 40 years, and they said they're both wealthy. But what if that wasn't the case? This man just get up now, find one young hot girl younger than the 68-year-old way, make him feel like how he want to feel, and him just say, I don't want this anymore. You see, no, I know. People that look on this totally different if it was the other way around. If I demanded, say, you know what, I want to leave her because whatever, and the judge didn't make such a ruling, which if the law is fair, that is what will happen. They must say, no, that's not good enough. But that is the case a lot of time. The man them go find younger woman that is more exciting than stiffer titty and all. Well, not stiffer in this case, but stiff. And them just say yeah, and then them have them money so them can have all 5-6 women in a one night, in a one room or do whatever. And then them want out, and then your ear say, man, wicked, can watch that 40 years that woman I watch cook and clean for man, I do everything. And watch the no and go find young girl and you always hear that. So I don't know. Good for the ghost, good for the gander, right? Prem said the judge didn't order them to be married, so why is the judge ordering them to stay together? I did not say that. I didn't say the judge ordered them to stay together. Listen, again, let me say it. I mean, no premier then. I think you're in America. I'm shouldn't say me no. Even with filing your taxes, it's your option. Even if you're with the person, you can file marriage but separated. So if you get married and you move out, you have one next man, which back in the day that was illegal. You have one next man. Guess what happened? Oh yes, I may have to throw this in. The woman them get alimony as it name. If the man can prove that you have a relationship, he can bring that to court and get them to stop the alimony payment. So again, you have people who are married, separated, getting alimony. But if you step out of that marriage, if you decide, okay, you want one next man or whatever it is until you're divorce, you not have that money they forget. So you have females who them I don't do them things still, but it's sweet them so much for say yes, me collect my check every month, whatever. So them not even try to push for a divorce. And I like this woman where I have it already. The fact for no say them get the man money. You get what I say? So again, let me try this to make it clear. The judge did not order them to stay together. They are already separated. They was separated from 2015 when she moved out, right? 3 years ago, she applied for the filed divorce, and it was turned down in a lower court. And then they did an appeal this year. And Wednesday gone in England, the appeal fall through. Reluctantly upheld the ruling of the lower court because she did not satisfy the court or the law. And as me I say, marriage is a law thing. So you go, you get married, you go to one pastor, or you go to one judge. It has something to do with the law. So we have to accept the part of the laws them what we want, and we don't accept the part of the laws them what we don't want. It sound like me dep on them side don't know, me just say me understand it. The judge is not saying that she has to move back in with this man, with her husband, and she have to take care of him, and no. The only thing them say, them now grant the divorce until 2 years time, which is 2020, which would prove separation. That it is. And what I wanted to get earlier too, this thing with them about some people I think they don't want to get divorced because them here so the man have to say no. If you can prove that, as Mr. Jamaica run off for the same thing like England, if you can prove that, listen, we have been living apart, we have been separated for 5 years, you can get your divorce without the man signing a thing. Alright? Keisha said some men need protection too. No, but Keisha, what the protection in that? If the man are the breadwinner, the man are the whatever, and she decides that she want left. Cause most of the time, you hear say the man either beat them, or you hear say you have a woman and him a cheat and then can't do it anymore. So she want out. What the protection is for him? No protection I did so. Because as me say, if a house and pitney, the judge I go tell him to come out of the house. Me never hear one judge rule say the woman come out of the house yet. So I would really want to hear explanation, ma'am. I'll load the time up. Velma say, repeat the spending money part, please. What me did say? So Keisha is saying some man, okay, thanks, the explanation is there. Some man want protection from the gold digger them, but you know, if there's no protection from the gold diggers, because guess what? And I watch so many of these divorce court. Now, if I choose that every cent that I work, I'm giving it to my wife, because that's what a good husband do. And if more want the money, may have to go back to her and ask her. So I'm doing that. Well, we're married now for what? Going 5 years. So I choose to do that. Now living together for 2 years. And I choose to do that for the next 30 to 40 years. And then we go court, however it is. What the judge is going to say, you're in a relationship, so whatever you give to the woman is a gift. So you know what I say? So if the man give her all her money, all her life savings, all her whatever, the judge can't rule and say give it back to him because they're going to say that was given once you guys were together. That was a gift. So there is no protection for man. People not talk them truth, but it's true. I remember we spend money party. I talk about Velma. Okay, DP, they are together on paper. That's what I'm saying. They are not divorced. And they're not together. They are separated. You can't use together and they're separated. They live in two different houses because like me said, she moved out from 2015. She just want to formalize the whole thing to say we are separated officially. Not separated, we are divorced. So I can't say me and you dead together, but we're not dead together. That would be like, conflict. They're not together, neither on paper. It's just that they're not divorced. They're married, but they're separated. don't want to conflict it anymore. So, peeps, guess what? Let me say thank you very much for being a part of the show this evening. And you see, the show also feels so nice when you see they have 10:44 and I'm still there chat. When you now participate and are yes, that's the word, right? When you now participate, the show feel nicer. So I want to do that more often. Remember that we're on every Monday through to Thursday from supposed to be 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I did enjoy the show this evening. What can I say? As the pastor them say, marriage is not something that you should go in unadvisedly or take it lightly. It's a very serious thing, and in this case now some older people eyes are get open to the thing, and like me say, them people up on the other side who are run down marriage, me sure so them are disagree with some of them something here in a marriage. And again, something else I say about marriage and the Bible there, you can go and look it up. My body does not belong to me, it belongs to my wife. My wife's body does not belong to her, it belongs to me. That is what the Bible says. Go read it, it's in Corinthians. You understand? So you have people who take it to the point to say my wife can't tell me no, or my husband can't tell me no. As a matter of fact, the Bible encourages you to make sure that you're satisfying your spouse. That can be a grounds of divorce too. If you're shirking your responsibility to please your partner, that is a problem. You get what I say? If you hold out on the man, you lock shop, and you every minute you either hurt you, blah 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 blah, that can be a grounds, because married people do have sex. Alright? Anyway, good night, people. Well, I'm saying should read now. Okay, no. Good night. If you can't be good, please be careful. Join me back next week. Alright? Bye bye.